Hello everybody, Princess the Bear here, and we're back. I don't know where.
Apopka, Florida?
Oh, that place. Well, we told you guys that we would find another Veg Fest, and we did.
You asked for it, we're here.
This one looks a lot bigger than the last one.
This is a vegan food and wine festival.
So we're gonna dive in and we're gonna get some vegan food, and we're gonna get some wine. So,
You sure to eat plants?
you heard the girl.
Hope to see you soon.
Ready for the ramen, huh?
Spicy.
Yeah, that's
So here we have some vegan ramen. This is how we're starting our day, with some heat. These noodles look perfect. We have these beautiful pieces of tofu, some onions, seaweed. It's a spicy miso, and it's definitely spicy. The broth is so good. The noodles are so perfectly cooked. They're like the perfect, like al dente, perfect balance. I want to try this tofu. For having charred the tofu like right there on the block, it doesn't taste very charred. It doesn't taste like it's seasoned with anything. The real winner is the broth and the noodles. The noodles are just so perfect. Vegan ramen any day of the week is a win. It's a little salty, a little peppery. Broth is just like, it tastes like it's been simmering for a long time. Definitely the broth and the noodles are the real star of this delicious bowl of spicy miso ramen. Vegan ramen for the win!
Vegan ramen. Always excited to go to some place and see what they can do as far as a plant-based item, because they're always rather unique and have their own character to them. This broth looks absolutely amazing. All the spices and everything, you just see it caked around the edges of the bowl. You just soak the noodles in there and it's come up with all that spice. That is a broth built with love. The noodles just soak it in. It's got a nice, probably back of the mouth spice. Probably like a 4 out of 10 on the spice scale. With a wonderful kick at this point in the afternoon. Some of this tofu. The tofu's passable. I just wish it was given the same love as the broth. It's definitely top tier, but I feel like it could be better if the tofu is just a little bit better, a little bit more charred. That's how I'm going out with a torch. I just think it needs a little bit more time. Overall, I give the ramen a solid 4 out of 5 claws. I would definitely like to visit this place's main spot and try more of this. There's definitely tons of flavor packed in here. Note to yourself though, if you come into Veg Fest, bring an umbrella and bring chairs. Don't be like us.
Saw Knocker Tots and got super excited because we haven't been able to have Knocker Tots since Jack's Veg Fest. There we got the tachos. This time we have a mac and cheese tacha, or nacho, or mac and cheese tot, which I'm excited for. I've been craving me some mac and cheese all day. Hello comfort food with some crispy onions and some vegan sour cream on it. And then you have some green onions as well. It balances really, really nicely together. Typically, I would expect it to be bland because it's just mac and cheese on top of potatoes. But this is actually quite flavorful. I like this. I think it would be more enhanced if it had chili on it. We kind of came a little bit later in the day, so a lot of the stands are already out of a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, they were out of the chili, but this is still like a really good alternative. I think that if you can hit up Knocker Tots, definitely go check out one of their stands because their food is always amazing. And I love like the innuendo of the names of their tachos or tot dishes.
We love coming to places like this for the Veg Fest, which is, you know, outside of our usual Disney thing. We love doing different things. Stuff like this, if you guys let us know, we'll definitely come visit, but we like seeing familiar faces. Knocker Tots being one of those, we had to get their food. But definitely if you come to a festival or like any sort of like event and you see their booth, get there early. All the good stuff goes fast. I always worry with like plant-based mac and cheese that they're gonna try to go too cheesy and then it just seems like overly thick, like a Kraft or something like that. This tastes like a homemade mac and cheese. The tots are nice and crispy without being greasy. The mac and cheese is like seasoned. They didn't just put sauce on it. The green onions just add that little extra like tang. I wish the theme parks would offer plant-based food half as good as this on a normal day. This is solid. It's 4.5 out of 5 claws. I think if there was like maybe a little bit more crispy onions, it might be a bare necessity for me. But this is dang good. I'm definitely gonna say this is a must try if you see Knocker Tots.
How are you guys?
Good, thank you.
What can I help you with?
We have a dirt Shirley. It's basically a Shirley temple with vodka. This is so good. It's so light. It's refreshing. It's perfect on a hot day like today. Better be jealous.
I always say there isn't any festival ever not made better by the presence of alcohol. Now this is supposed to be like a vegan food and wine. It's more vegan food than either of the alcoholic variety, but at least there is a bar. Ooh, super strong. I've never had a dirt Shirley, but I could see myself drinking these at the house. It's actually one drink I don't mind the cherry flavor. It's nice and simple out in this heat too. And it's not Disney prices, which is good. I need that 3.5 out of 5 claws. That can become a regular for me.
Bear got this Blue Moon. Not my jam. I don't particularly like wheat beers, and this one's kind of lukewarm.
I got Blue Moon. Thinking it'd be an ice cold beer on a hot day. The princess already dashed those dreams. But we can make our mistakes, right? Actually, once you get past the neck, it's not so warm. So it'll do. Slightly above average. It's not Bud Light. I could use an orange wedge, but I'll take it. 3 out of 5 plus. Now, do we have to decide between soul food or what else are we deciding between?
Caribbean food?
Crunch Wraps?
Ooh,
Here's
yeah.
crunch wraps, yes.
So many options. There's no way we're gonna be able to eat everything. They even have Ethiopian food, which we're not gonna do.
Definitely gonna be motivation to come back though.
Absolutely.
Yes. So crunch wrap?
Sure.
Crunch wrap.
I'm very happy to have an umbrella today. It's very important. Lemonade. I'm pretty sure that this one is the hibiscus one. It's a cold brewed hibiscus with original lemonade in it. Ooh, it's very sweet and delicious. I absolutely love this. This is amazing. This is worth the wait.
I'm always very judgy about my lemonades. It's one of my favorite drinks, but if I'm gonna love it, it has to make me feel like a samurai. If you understand that reference, let me know below. I was expecting the hibiscus to be a little bit stronger, but it's subtle, not too much, so it still tastes like lemonade, and it's not like you're getting smacked in the mouth with a bunch of flowers. But I like it. It's above average for lemonade. It doesn't knock my socks off. Give it 3 out of 5 plus.
Next we have the traditional lemonade. Pucker up. Oh yes. Ooh, this is like biting into a fresh lemon. This is like lemonade done right. This is probably one of the better fresh squeezed lemonades that I've had in a very long time.
And as for the traditional, this is what makes or break you. Oh, God. That's like just the right amount of tart. It could tend to be a little sweeter. And I wish it was a little colder, though that's not their fault. It is like 1 billion degrees outside today. It is still pretty refreshing. I would say better than the hibiscus. 4 out of 5 plus.
Lastly, we have a crunch wrap. So it's crunch wrappy. It's no leguminati, but you have impossible meat, vegan cheese, some red onion, tomato. I think it's like pico or something in here. They also give you like a sour cream and a salsa. Mmm. There's beans in it too. This is really bomb. It's no leguminati for sure. Like leguminati definitely tastes better, but this is good. This is definitely a contender. And I thought this one wouldn't be that great because it's a freaking lemonade stand, but this is a win. Mm-hmm. Just goodness right there.
Now, as for this crunch wrap, it's wrapped. I wouldn't say it was wrapped very well, but I feel like it could use a little bit more of a press. The tortilla doesn't feel like it was like lightly touched with the press and not necessarily like pressed down and like it just doesn't have the right amount of char on it. But it's folded up nice. And the use of impossible meat and this plant-based cheese, it's a good little cross section for sure. The flavor's there. I would say it's a little heavy on the beans though. But there's definitely packing some flavor. That impossible meat in there is extremely well seasoned. So it does not taste plant-based. It's also really good. It's sort of a homemade crunch wrap feel. 3.5 out of 5 plus.
Anyway. No, thank you.
She's making samples of the black bean brownie right now.
Are you selling corn?
No, I actually that right there is a strawberry shortcake, and it makes it fresh.
I think I will take that. We have a delicious and beautiful vegan strawberry shortcake. Strawberry shortcake is my weakness. I'm mildly obsessed with this bakery, not gonna lie, even though I've like never had their food before. This is like so divine, it's so fresh. It's what makes it is the cake. Look at that goodness. It's like perfect ratio. Yes, yes, yes. No bear, I don't want to share with you.
So, we have been researching this bakery for a while because it was actually supposed to be one of our featured places for Black History Month. We ran out of time. It's a black-owned business, the whole family's out here, but strawberry shortcake has never really been my thing. As you guys know me, I do not like dessert. Let's see how this stacks up. Just I can do. There's the right amount of sweet from the strawberries. The cake isn't overly sweet. And the whipped cream sort of like evens everything out. This I like. 4 to 5 plus. I can see why the princess doesn't want to share, but I'm gonna steal strawberry anyway.
I've missed you guys. Sorry. Oh.
Good? Someone at my, a girl at my booth with me got one and it looks amazing. I can afford. Yes. I'm a pour too. Do you want some?
Yeah.
This is the Trombone Society kombucha. Ooh, very flavorful and not too carbonated. This is my jam.
I feel like we worked hard for this today. Seems worth the wait.
So yep, Chef Nafi is, we had our business meeting and Chef Nafi is officially launching her
No, certainly have you playing some music, that's for sure.
service week. So I'm going to start, she's going to start with like cupcakes, cookies.
Perfect kind of refreshing. 4 to 5 plus.
And now we have the creme de la resistance. A po' boy. This is a Fysh Po'boy from Joe's Oat Patties. We'll see how it compares to Oh My God, which is the reigning champion for vegan po' boys. It looks beautiful. The bread is all, looks like a multi-grain style bread. This is made with banana leaves. That crunch is perfect. I kind of wish it was a little more sauce. We were the very, very, very last order of the day, so we were lucky we even got this. I was going to say that Knocker Tots was my favorite stand of the day, but I'm pretty sure now that Joe's Oat Patties is. And we have some more products, so we will be we'll be doing videos of more of their products in the future. Next we have these Barlow fries. I thought they were going to be like a special season fry or something, but it's just a fry. Quite delicious. A little low on the seasonings. I feel it should be seasoned a little bit better. Not my favorite fry ever, but I love the way they're cut. And like the thickness is a great thickness. It came with ketchup. I wish it came with mustard.
We have fought all day and waited for this. This place had a massive line the entire day. So I'm assuming that all these people knew what they were waiting for. I'm hoping. But I do like that they fought to try to make sure they could feed everybody that lined up, even though they're running out of stuff. So I appreciate them serving us, because we're literally the last ones to get food. I'm messy. I'm messy. As far as a Fysh Po'boy, it's like fish light. It does like the fried fish crunch and the breading of fried fish well, but like the inner taste of fish, I'm not getting. It's just like maybe fish skin fried, it feels like. Even though obviously it's banana leaves. It definitely has that flavor in there. To me, it just feels like it's missing something. But I like the tartar sauce in there is amazing. Fresh veggies, the crunch is amazing. I just wishing for a little bit more. To me, it does not beat Oh My God, but it has potential. Give it 3 out of 5 plus. As for these frites, they definitely passed the fry test, that's for sure. They got a nice crisp to them. But I agree with the Princess, they could use a tad more seasoning. And all we have here is ketchup. 2.5 out of 5 plus.
Lastly, we have a Pecan Praline. I'm not a huge praline person, but I definitely wanted to try this. Oh wow. This is a great way to end this trip here. It's very like cinnamony, buttery. It's all vegan though. It almost reminds me of like the roasted nuts that you get at Disney World, but like buttered and way better. This is a win.
As for these pralines, I weaned myself off pecans a very long time ago, and this smell is not greeting me with fond memories. It doesn't taste bad. It's just way too sweet for me. And the grit of like the pecan falling apart, those textures, it's not my jam. 2 out of 5 plus.
How are you? Absolutely. Go ahead and choose whichever one is calling you.
So this one is a roasted turmeric, roasted garlic hot sauce. And this one here is a black garlic barbecue, spicy barbecue. Some samples if you're interested.
I think we're just gonna get a bottle. Which one do you think?
We have the sun-dried tomato mozzarella basil scone, a lemon blueberry scone. This is a coconut lime cake tin, a banana bread, and the double chocolate chip mint cookie.
Let's do banana bread.
Banana bread.
I'll take a cookie. You're welcome.
May I have one of the napkins?
Yes, ma'am. I thought I had.
I'll put it in the bag.
Oh.
You did.
Made it home.
We're back.
With treats, because we couldn't very well eat everything there. We would have happily tried, but it was getting late in the day. We were losing the light, and
we were losing vendors.
we were losing vendors. They were starting to pack up, so we just bought what we could from everybody that we could before we left. So we came back with treats. We have
a chocolate chip cookie from Lily Rose. We have a banana bread from Butter Bliss.
Then we have this gluten-free banana bread from Buku Vegan. And also from Buku Vegan, a strawberry cake in a cup. A little spoon.
So
pork included.
a nice little variety of desserts without being a little too desserty. So I think we can compromise on this one, babe.
Yes, I think I may be able to struggle my way through this.
Awesome. So where would you like to start?
I guess we'll start from the cake and work our way down.
Okay.
Cake first?
Cake first.
I'm never gonna say those words ever again.
Cake, please.
Oh god. If you know what that's from, again, comments below. Whew. Okay, so would you like to do the honors?
Of opening it?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna explode or anything.
I was hoping for some fancy unboxing something.
Okay.
I don't know. So this has all-purpose flour, cane sugar, oat milk, grapeseed oil, applesauce, vanilla, vinegar, salt, baking soda, baking powder, pink food coloring, and strawberry extract. All items are organic.
That's a long list. Does the spoon come off easy?
Take
or
your fork.
Okay. I should have peeled the label.
I thought you could just rip it off.
No.
You pull it towards you.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. Now you can see what it looks
Interesting
like
concept.
on the inside.
A little zoom in there. A little zoom in there. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
Yeah. Looking good.
Yes. Look at that. That is some beautiful cake.
Nice little layers of separation there.
Yeah.
Ladies first.
Oh, I got my own fork, so we can
Oh, so I'm just okay.
That's why I asked you if you wanted to use that one or not. I go all the way down.
This will be messy. Yeah, there, all over the floor. There we go. I'm not gonna mess this up. There we go.
Cheers! Oh,
absolutely right.
and that's the way the cake crumbles. Ooh. Oh.
That is surprisingly moist and cakey. I don't know what I was expecting for a cake in a cup, but
That is a cake in a cup. Wow.
I could see like taking my time eating this. Maybe probably like 3 sittings. So I'm not a cake person, but
It's very rich.
yeah, extremely rich. Like one bite, I'm already like, okay, that's enough. But the flavors
The
is
frosting.
like the strawberry comes through, but it's not like hit you in the face strawberry. It's like strawberry light within the strong icing. It goes really well together. I'm gonna give this a good 4.5 out of 5 claws. I would eat these on the regular.
I wish that this was a full-size cake. Because I would eat that entire cake.
Buku Vegan, bravo.
Very,
This
very
is excellent.
impressive.
I like this. I like the presentation. I like the added spoon. I just hate that I just spilled it all over myself.
Sport?
And the floor. Fork?
Forky?
It's a sport.
It's trash.
It's a sport. Banana bread?
Let's do the same Buku Vegan banana bread.
Yes.
I got a knife so that I may cut pieces for us.
Love coming home with plant-based treats after a fun day.
Look at how cute and little
Little mini
it
loaf.
is.
It gives me like the Mickey and the Beanstalk vibes.
Oh. Yes, it's very cute. Very walnutty. Okay, I'm gonna cut it. Do you want an end piece? Because I could just cut both ends.
Yes, in piece, please. We stand in pieces on this channel. Give us the ends, give us the corners. It's so moist.
Cheers!
Mmm. Small loaf, pack big punch.
Very interesting. Gluten-free all-purpose flour, rolled oats. That's what it is.
Okay.
Cane sugar, brown sugar, earth balance, applesauce. You can taste that.
You
Oat
can.
milk, bananas, cinnamon, nutmeg, vanilla, baking soda, salt. I think it's what it is. There's like threads of vanilla in this, which is what makes it so delicious. You can see the threads.
Yes.
You probably can't see that on the camera. It's too tiny.
Good. It's dense, but it packs a lot of flavor. You're not getting cheated because it's a tiny loaf. You're definitely getting all the banana nut flavor in that. I would give that a solid 4 out of 5 claws.
Do you think $5 for a loaf like this is too expensive?
No, I don't. I think it's a good value, actually. For a little
I'm
dessert.
pretty sure that like most regular banana loaves are about that much. Are they not?
I don't buy a lot of desserts, obviously. But I think
true.
it's well worth the price.
You're the wrong person to ask.
I am very much the wrong person to ask.
Next is the Butter Bliss Bake Shop.
What is this loaf?
This is also a banana bread.
Oh, head-to-head banana bread?
Yes.
That sounds weird.
Now this one also has the threads of vanilla. You can see it in it.
The judgment.
It's all saran wrap.
Fresh bakery item. That peel though.
And on this one you can really see the threads of vanilla. It's very, very, very apparent.
Slightly larger loaf.
Yes.
And so more in pieces?
Yes.
Looks just as moist.
It does. It's got a nice like little section, cross
You
section.
can see the vanilla in there as well.
Cheers.
Yep, there we go.
This tastes more like banana bread.
Oh yeah.
This has a more prominent banana flavor to it. This one wins the battle of the banana bread. Yes.
This is one I want to slice and eat for breakfast like a cup of coffee.
Oh
A very
yes.
solid flavor.
do that.
4.5 out of 5 claws.
Ooh, okay.
Solid. I like.
Very nice.
Definitely give all of these places a look. They're, family businesses. They're doing well out here. Coming out in the sun. Dealing with panoramic compliance and giving us nice plant-based treats. We're definitely going to be doing more of these festivals when they pop up.
We'll have information about all of the businesses that we visited in the description box down below. Be sure to check that out.
Yes. Last up we have Lily Rose VC Bakery.
VC Bakery.
This is her first festival.
Yeah, she was selling cupcakes and cookies. We decided to go for the cookie. Getting him to just eat a cake was hard enough. I could not do a cupcake. It's not oatmeal raisin, but
It should be.
ooh, it breaks apart very well.
Yes.
It feels very moist
It's soft.
and soft. Cheers.
Okay. I like the chocolate chip to cookie ratio.
Is it coconut?
There is a hint of coconut in there,
It's
yes.
definitely coconut.
Coconut and chocolate chip.
I think if I was a coconut person, I would be all over this. The cookie is moist. The bake is perfect. The chocolate chips are great. It's very enjoyable. It's very mild on the coconut, but I'm not a coconut person, so it's not going to rank as high for me because of that. But if I was a coconut person, this would probably be one of the best chocolate chip cookies I've ever had.
I hated it.
You can have the rest of it. I know you're going to inhale it.
I just did.
Do I taste a little bit of mint in there too? Or is that all the coconut?
I think it's all coconut and the chocolate chip together.
I feel like there's a little bit of mint in
There
there.
might be. It's an interesting mix of flavors. I'm surprised that it's so moist. I was expecting it to be a little bit dry, but it was actually quite flavorful and an excellent cookie. I have nothing bad to say. It's above average. The flavor's there. If you don't like coconut, obviously it's going to cause you some issues, but I think it's above average cookie. I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5 claws.
And you are the cookie connoisseur.
That I am. I do love my cookies.
It probably would have been a 5 for you if it was an oatmeal raisin.
Well, you cannot beat perfection.
Would you order cookies from her?
I would, honestly. Those are good. I like those. Doesn't make a nice little gift for somebody.
Absolutely.
You know, welcome back gift at work or something like that. If we ever go back there, I hope not. But thoughts, what was your favorite booth of the day?
My favorite booth was probably Joe's Oat Patties.
They definitely had the longest line. I have to say my favorite today will have to be the ramen booth. I forget their name at the moment, forgive me, but
It'll be in the description.
The hashtag give us your nudes. Even though I wasn't in love with the tofu, the ramen and the broth was like...
The broth was fire.
God tier. And I would have, if it had not been 90 degrees outside, I would have drank and licked that bowl. By far, that was my favorite. I will definitely be looking them up to see if we can do like a full review if they have like a brick and mortar place.
Yes, and for Joe's Oat Patties, we will be having a video coming soon. Let us know if you want us to do that. I might actually buy more stuff for that video now.
But this has been the Apopka Food and Wine Festival.
Vegan Food and Wine Festival.
Vegan Food and Wine Festival.
Our first festival event that
in Orlando
was not a park.
Yes, we are quite impressed. The layout was good. The space was good. It's a beautiful park.
Yeah.
If you ever get a chance to go to the Apopka Amphitheater for any type of event, it's an amazing space. Good use of space. We saw a lot of good vendors. We got to talk to a lot of good people. Everybody that stopped and said hello, we appreciate it.
Yes.
We are still basically pretty new in the area, so for people to recognize us and come up and say hello means a lot to us. It means we're doing something right. But we will definitely do more festivals like this again as soon as they pop up. If you guys want to see that, the comments is always going to be a place to let us know.
Tell us where they're at.
If there's anything else like this anywhere around the Orlando area or greater Orlando area that you'd like us to try, that's always going to be the place to find us. Hit the notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe.
You heard the girl.
And eat more plants.
And ramen, plant-based ramen.
Eat your vegetables.
Eat more plant-based.
Drink water.
And get some sleep. You filthy animals.
Get 8 hours of sleep.